The inside of a Fortune 500 company looks a whole lot different than what the news tells you it's like. You're bombarded with headlines about AI taking over the world, whereas I see executives spending millions on AI to solve really small tasks. And so the gap between hype and reality is massive. In this video, I'm going to show you what it's really like inside a Fortune 500 company with AI. Okay, so if you read any headline, it's going to tell you that AI is taking over the world way faster than you can blink your eyes. But the reality is just way simpler than that. Yes, it's true that Fortune 500 companies are investing in AI, but honestly, I have yet to see any reason why it's going to take someone's job. I've been in corporate America for quite some time, and these investments in AI are no different than what we've been doing for decades, which is automating manual, repetitive tasks. Manual, repetitive tasks. Manual, repetitive tasks. I spent years proposing projects to executives, and I can tell you for a fact that if it's not something that saves money, time, or manual effort, they don't care. The best kept secret about working at a large company is that everybody hates change. They hate changing things. Like, I hear the phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, all the time. It's hilarious. But if it's not something that can prove a reliable return on investment, nobody's changing anything. And also, I'm just telling you from experience, most corporate employees have literally no idea what AI really is and how it works. Like, I hear comments all the time from coworkers, and I promise you, they do not understand what AI is and how it works. So if you're in the game of building an AI business with the goal of big ticket sales, you have got to focus on how to educate people on how to use your technology. But I want to tell you the three main areas that AI has shown up in my job and in the other jobs of people that I know in corporate America. Number one, marketing and productivity. On the marketing side of things, roughly 90% of Fortune 500 companies use Salesforce as a CRM tool. And one of the functions they use it for is to analyze large sets of customer data and generate personalized marketing content. So to help them write customer communications, email marketing, campaign content, the list goes on. It helps automate some of those repetitive tasks that marketing departments and employees do all the time. On the productivity side of things, about 70% of Fortune 500 companies have Copilot with Microsoft 365. I know that my current company uses the Microsoft 365 suite of applications, as has every job I've been at used Microsoft, but Copilot is effectively a personal assistant for employees. And so we use it just as an everyday personal assistant. It helps me write and edit emails, helps me with research on projects that I'm working. I have friends that also use it to proofread anything they're about to send out. So it's like each employee has their own executive assistant. And while that's great, a major step forward for these AI tools that employees of large corporations need is an AI tool that is trained on their company's data and insights. What's really difficult to replace is the human context of how things work at each company. I know personally, Copilot has no idea how my company works. I can feed it information and explain things, but it has no context, and you're always going to need a human to have oversight over that. There are some Fortune 500 companies out there that have developed their own models. Walmart, for example, has developed the My Assistant and their employee mobile app. JP Morgan Chase has developed Evie to help navigate internal policies and compliance frameworks. And Georgia Pacific has developed ChatGPT to summarize equipment manuals and product information. So the emphasis here on marketing and productivity is saving time and manual effort. Number two is operations and logistics. So Walmart and Amazon are examples of two companies that have deployed autonomous robots powered by AI to manage their inventory in their warehouses. And that's really important for them because they thrive on saving in inventory costs. UPS and FedEx are another great example. And what they've done is they've used AI to simulate their delivery network, and so that they can optimize the driving routes and delivery logistics of their drivers on the road so they can save on gas. So the emphasis here is saving money. And the third area is customer service. So think about chatbots and virtual assistants that are available 24/7 to make customer experience more personal and help handle repetitive tasks. One example is Bank of America has developed a virtual chat assistant called Erica, and up to this date, Erica has handled over 1 billion customer interactions, specifically in their mobile app, and that's decreased their call center volume by roughly 17%. So like they've trained Erica to answer questions like, how much did I spend on Amazon last month? What should my budget be for next month on groceries, etc.? You get the point. Another example is airlines are developing personal assistants to help customers navigate the travel experience. So these personal assistants are telling passengers where to go in the airport, if their gate has changed, automated notifications that are personalized to the customer's travel. And I just learned this, but apparently these airline virtual assistants can even tell you when your passport's expiring, which is helpful to know. So the emphasis here is it saves manual effort of these companies and makes these experiences with customers more personal. So if you're like me, the never-ending news cycle about AI and everything that's new every day is exhausting and overwhelming. And it makes me feel like the world is just over, and that's just not the case. I mean, take it from me. I live the Fortune 500 employee life every day, and I see how these things actually work and how slow they are to be implemented. It is nowhere near as fast as the news cycle makes it out to be. And that's another secret too, in case nobody's told you, is how slow things move at Fortune 500 companies. I've been working on projects that take forever just to move to the next phase of something. Things are always delayed. Things always take forever. Nothing moves that quick. And the news makes you feel like the world has flipped upside down overnight. That's just not true. So if you've built or are building an AI business with the goal of big ticket corporate sales, you need to remember these three things. Fortune 500 companies have thousands of employees with very specialized and specific roles. And so you need to build your AI and train your AI in a way that complements their work. For me personally, it's really helpful to have something like Copilot that I can bounce ideas off of. It's like I have my own little executive assistant to help me push things along and make things better. The second is your AI solution needs to emphasize the things I highlighted through those examples. And that's saving time, money, and manual effort. If it doesn't hit any of those categories, good luck getting a conversation with a large company and a big ticket sale. And the third thing, build some wins with small businesses. Build up a track record of showing promising return on investment so that you can then move on to higher ticket sales. And also develop very thorough onboarding and training. You can't just sell an AI solution to a large company and set it and forget it. That's not how anything works. I'm telling you right now, most of Fortune 500 companies are filled with people that resist new technologies for whatever reason. I don't think I'm one of them, but I work with plenty of them. They have zero idea how AI actually works. So you need to have a thorough training and onboarding program built up, ideally from a track record with small businesses, so that you can give a thorough training and understanding to employees that are going to be using your solution every day, how to use it effectively. People need that, trust me. And through those things, you establish world-class results so that you can be a world-class partner to these world-class companies. If you found this video helpful, check out my last video on the ChatGPT and Etsy partnership so that you can learn how to use AI for your holiday shopping coming up soon. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.